All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer. We're Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about episode 3 of Skeleton Crew, titled Coming of Age. So we got the crew breaking out of the jail, getting back to the ship, and hopefully on their way to getting some help so they can make their way back home. So yeah, we'll get into everything about this one. So spoilers if you haven't seen the episode. Just a heads up. Brandman, what you think about episode 3?
First and foremost, could like the old school 80s Amblin inspiration be any more prevalent and on display than this episode in particular?
Uh,
Uh, you know, I really enjoyed it. I liked the way that it began. I liked that they're not shying away from the concerned parents, that sort of thing. Um, it's kind of balancing that very well with the adventures with the adventure that the kids have found themselves in. I like that how we learned a little more about Jude Law's character,
yeah.
and perhaps the fact that he's not to be trusted, which I kind of didn't see coming.
I 100% saw that coming.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah, and maybe I need to rewatch the first 2 episodes, but just kind of how unscrupulous he is. Or let me rephrase that. I have questions about him. I kind of I did kind of smell a rat early on, but I have questions.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that it feels like it feels kind of unconventional in within the Star Wars universe, but that's kind of the reason that it works for me. That because we're focusing on something different than what we're used to. We're used to focusing on adults, Jedi, stuff like that, freedom fighters. This is just some kids who a group of curious kids, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Brian? What you think about the episode?
It was fine. I mean, it was. I think the first one was really, really good. And I think the next one was less focused on this stuff. And I think this was less focused, but gives a broader view of what's going to happen. Kind of set up the rest of the story for the rest of the season. I think that's basically what it was. Who do you trust? What's the mysteries that we're talking about? How the kids are still going to be kids, but they're going to have other people looking after them, having their back. The characters they're bringing in are decent characters. I'm enjoying. The Easter eggs were really cool, seeing all the different ships and all that stuff, and at the Pirate Bay place, the port. I think Borgo. So you've seen all those things. Those are cool things. You saw the was it the battle droid? When he was looking for other droids, the B1.
Oh yeah.
The B1 battle droid. So you saw those things. So I enjoy that, and then the idea that how is this planet being hidden? We got more information. So a lot of it was cool, and then you see them start to have a glimmer of working together. So that was cool. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I was like riveted, like this is so good.
Nikisha, sorry.
Nikisha. That's why I did this.
Yeah.
Live long and prosper. But I wasn't super riveted by it, but I enjoyed the episode. But it wasn't like this groundbreaking thing. Like everyone's saying, "Oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread." I was like, "No, I've had sliced bread before. That was all right."
Neither of you guys brought it up. We're talking Old Republic, man. Like, how are you guys not hyped about that shit? Like, I am super hyped. Like,
because they're going to F it up.
I mean,
how can I
probably, but they still have hope, But like, because like this is pretty much like this planet is Old Republic, and it seems like it was cut off somehow for some reason we don't know yet. But we got an Old Republic planet that got cut off, and now it gets reintroduced. It's like it's this myth, because it's so old, and like that got me. That's really giving me hype because I was like, what's the secret of of this planet going on? Like why is it hidden? Who's hiding it? What's the reason it's being hidden? I don't know. I'm like really like hyped because like
that was my
Old
first,
Republic.
That was the first 2 episodes I got, So I'm not looking at the same thing again this episode. Like it was the kids that really were the things that I was kind of cool, enjoying. Seeing KB, how she was like, she like calculated the odds of all this stuff. She's the one that realized, hey, he's fine. What the hell are you talking about? That don't even make sense. The Crimson Jack is he's Crimson Jack. He's a pirate. She figured out all this stuff quickly. Yeah. So
KB's KB's the true leader. You know what I mean? Like what's the other chick? The other girl. I'm gonna blink on her name. Start with F.
Fern.
Fern. I think she acts like the leader, but when stuff starts to hit the fan, I don't think she's gonna be able to like make a decision. And I think KB is smart. And I don't know if like they're kind of teasing that she might be like kind of force sensitive, like something like that. But I don't know. But also
she was very analytical.
That too, but like she knew something was coming before anybody else knew, around the corner. And even the little owl bird, which was that was a really interesting character. I enjoyed it. It didn't feel too the owl character. I forgot what her name was. Like because I only watched it once. I didn't get a chance to watch it twice the episode. But I thought it was a really interesting character. Like it wasn't like overly cutesy.
Kim.
Was it Kim?
That was her name. Her name's Kim.
Yeah, it wasn't like an overly cutesy character, but it was like a interesting character. Definitely a good guy. Definitely a good guy. So, Crimson Jack trying to make it seem like, she's gonna backstab us. I was like, well, somebody's gonna backstab you, and it ain't gonna be her, So, liking that. But when she's like, this is Old Republic stuff, and I was like, like you said, we already kind of knew because of the money and stuff, but now it's like confirmed. It was like. And now Crimson Jack is definitely gonna do some shady shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I thought it was like, don't get me wrong, it's not like the greatest Star Wars episode ever, but I'm having like a really fun time with it. Like it was all together, like it's really cool. Who's in charge of the planet? Because it's like, hey, kids left the planet. He's like, too bad, they're gone. Yeah, we'll leave that there. That's our thoughts for episode 3 of Skeleton Crew. Like I said, pretty short episode altogether. Not much happened, but I did enjoy the little bit, that happened. Or we, I should say, kind of enjoyed it. But yeah, we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from what your thoughts were with this episode, where you think it might go, now that they're making their way back into the ship and back into space, and now they're on the run. So. But yeah, leave a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us on the replay. And if you guys are in the live chat, stick around because we're going to get into your comments right now.